Hey everyone, the greatest goblin that ever lived is here for a special comic book review video here from my blugoblinX channel. I am here to review the New 52 Futures End issues 1 and 2. I'm going to try my best to keep spoilers down to a very bare minimum. There will be some minor spoilers in here, but minor at best. But I'm not going to go into great detail about the stories, and I'm not going to go into great detail about how I felt about them, but this is just your basic shoot the shit, what did I think about it? Issue number 1, I thought was really depressing and kind of on the side, you know. The zero issue from Free Comic Book Day was actually pretty good. Got the story up and running. The Free Comic Book Day book established what the story was going to ultimately be about, and then we get to issue 1. For me, the best part of the issue 1 was the stuff with Grifter, and I don't even follow this character. Okay, now that's saying something. When the best part of a book is concerning a character that I do not follow, that's both good and bad. The good is that there is something about the book that really entertained me and actually got my attention, but the bad thing is that I wasn't entertained by any of the characters that I do know. There's also some focus on Stormwatch, which I also do not follow, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a lot of flack for that, but oh well. And there's also some stuff in here from Firestorm. You know, long story short, the issue has some really good stuff with Grifter doing what he calls the best job. One of the best jobs he's ever had. You got some stuff with Terry McGinnis. Batman Beyond at the beginning of the book was actually pretty entertaining, but for me, it's not the best. It wasn't the best part of the issue. But then the stuff with Firestorm at the end was really on the range of depressing and a little bit redundant, because how often have we seen these two guys who control the Firestorm Matrix, how often have we seen these two bitch and bicker? I mean, it's almost like their calling card. It's become their MO. They are destined to bitch and gripe at each other. How often have we seen this? You know, it's just my personal preference. And the big cliffhanger with Green Arrow being dead at the end of the issue, I mean, I just feel like that moment was personally put there for shock value and nothing else. But remember, this takes place 5 years from where we are now in the DC universe. 5 years from now. So don't panic. Green Arrow is not dead. They're not canceling his series. Okay. But, yeah, the first issue ends with Green Arrow dying. I had to spoil that because then it brings us into issue 2. In issue 2, we basically get another one of those let's pay our respects to a fallen comrade kind of storytelling. I've seen this style of storytelling more times than I can count. This is absolutely nothing new. Nothing new at all. But it does show proper respect to the character of Green Arrow. It shows respect from his fellow team members. It shows respect from other heroes who may or may not have ever really worked with him in the past. But there's also that spark of realism in here. It is nice to see that spark of realism in which not all the heroes get along with each other. And to me, that's a good thing, because it kind of cheapens the storytelling if literally all the superheroes in the universe are friends with each other. I mean, if you're one of those comic book fans, look, I apologize in advance for saying this, but if you're one of those comic book fans who believes that every superhero is friends with every superhero in the universe, you're full of shit, because not even the two guys that work together as Firestorm get along, and you know there's going to be some animosity between Hero A and Hero B at certain points in the continuity or in the universe or whatever. So even though I have seen this style of storytelling dozens and dozens and dozens of times, it is still nice to see that spark of realism that I just mentioned. It was very fitting. And I liked how Mr. Terrific was able to point out just how cold-hearted some people on social media can be, which, let's be honest, is the God-honest truth. A lot of people on social media can be cold-hearted, can be evil-minded, and can say despicable things. Don't try and deny it. You're only going to be kidding yourself. There are a lot of trolls out there, who personally get off on saying very mean and vicious things. And I like the fact that they did indeed point that out. All in all, issue 2 was much better than issue 1 was. Don't know what quite to think about the cliffhanger with Lois Lane at the end of the second issue, but I definitely have to say, issue 2, yes, it was pretty good. Even though it's nothing original, it was good. I did enjoy it. Much better than issue 1 was. Issue 1 was I give issue 1 a 2, maybe a 2.5 out of 5. Issue number 2, I give 3.5. At least have to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Much better than issue 1 was. So there's my review of Future's End, issues 1 and 2. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. Don't forget my main channel, Blue Goblin 01. Don't forget about my bro, the Mount Vernon Kid, Martin Chloe, Fast Stack of Comics, Deadpoolzilla, Brandon Hex, you know the deal. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all later.